Ahoy! And jolly Friday, me mates and fellow Pastafarians, me saucy brethren and sistren of the colander and compass. Gather ye close round the bubbling cauldron of marinara, for this eve be none other than Fright night, when the veil betwixt the world of the living and the land of the slightly overcooked grows thin, and the noodly appendages of the divine reach forth and tickle our very souls. Raise your mugs of grog, your bowls of pasta, and don your finest colanders and pirate hats, for tonight we honor both fear and feasting, chaos and carbs, terror and tiramisu. Let us hearken the tale of the Phantom Fettuccine. Arr, now lean in close, ye briny bunch of believers, and I'll tell ye a tale of a darker night than burnt garlic. The night the sea hissed like a boiling pot, and the brave sailor Giuseppe Al Dente met the Phantom Fettuccine himself. 'Twas All Hallows Eve when Giuseppe was sailing home from the Isle of Parmesan with a hold full of fine pasta and cheap wine. The fog rolled in thick as Alfredo. The compass spun like a drunkard's eyeball, and the waves slapped his hull with the sound like. Giuseppe, he weren't one to spook easy, but even he felt the chill in his marrow that night. Then came the sound, not thunder, not the sea, but the soft, sticky plop of noodles following where no noodles should. He turned round, lantern raised, and there it was, a shape in the mist, all glistening and wriggling, a great tangle of glowing noodles floating above the water like a ghostly plate of midnight supper. Two meatballs, big as cannonballs, pulsed with an eerie light, and the smell of marinara filled the air. By the sauce, Giuseppe gasped. What manner of spirit be this? And then the fog spoke. Giuseppe, ye boil your pasta without faith. The voice was warm yet thunderous, like a god who had just had enough rum to be philosophical. Giuseppe dropped to his knees, splashing seawater and shame-alike. Oh, great newly one, he cried. Forgive me. I've lost me compass, me courage, and me sense of direction. The seas are haunted, and me sauce be clumpy. From the midst came the sound of a gentle simmer, and the flying spaghetti monster himself emerged, his noodly appendages reaching across the waves. He touched Giuseppe upon the shoulder, and the fear melted away like butter on hot linguine. Fear not the dark, spake the FSM, for even in the deepest stew I stir. Be ye al dente in spirit, not overcooked in worry. And just like that, the fog lifted, the compass steadied, the stars shone like breadcrumbs on a black velvet of night. Giuseppe found himself sailing smooth waters, his heart full of warmth, and his belly rumbling for redemption. When he reached the shore, he told the tavern folk what he'd seen. They laughed, they scoffed, but Giuseppe only smiled and raised his mug. I've seen the Phantom Fettuccine, he said, and I'll never fear the dark again, so long as I've faith, good sauce, and me trusty fork. And some say on cold, fright nights like this, if you listen close by the galley stove, you can still hear the simmer of that holy sauce and the whisper of the newly one himself saying, boil with faith, me children, boil with faith. Fright night reminds us that fear, like hunger, can be a holy thing, a reminder that we are alive, deliciously mortal, and prone to spilling sauce on ourselves. The flying spaghetti monster teaches that we should not flee from the spooky and the strange, but regard them like the lasagna fresh from the oven, layer by layer, even if the top's a bit crispy. So, when you see goblins upon the streets or small pirates plundering for candy, greet them not with suspicion, but with a hearty "Arr!" an offering of ramen noodles. For every ghostly moan, there is a hungry soul beneath the sheet, and who are we to deny them carbs? Ramen. Aye, aye, and goodbye.